always better to have one happy parent than two toxic parents, because then you're going to be creating these unhappy kids, and I'm not creating no unhappy kids. So hey y'all, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, hey, and if you're a returning subscriber, thanks so much for watching me. My name is Qudasia. I make videos all about being a single mom, trying to live my best life, figure my life out while I still take care of the kids and try to make sure they still live their best life. So don't forget to subscribe. Today we are going to be talking about how I became a single mom. I never really told y'all the story, and I decided, why not tell y'all the story with my first ever sit down video, you know. And I'm kind of nervous to get this out because it's a lot and I don't know where to start, and yeah, it's a lot. So quick disclaimer before we start, please don't judge me, y'all. Like, please don't judge me. These things happened when I was 18, 19, 20, 21 years old. I'm not the same person no more. That was almost a decade ago, baby. I'm 27 now. All I needed was that one situation to let me know never, ever, 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 ever again, okay? Whew. How I became a single mom. He cheated, I left, that's it. No, I'm just playing. It's a lot, y'all. It's a lot. It's a long backstory. I might be all over the place, but just listen and follow me, okay? This is my first time ever just like getting all this out at one time. I don't really be telling people about what be going on with me because I just be so strong. So I just hold it all in until the end. So this is my first time really ever just saying all this at one time, besides my mama and my dad. So it's my first time ever getting it all out at one time, so just bear with me. All right, where we're gonna start at? I was 18 years old, just got out of high school, and I was working at this Joe's Crab Shack, and I meet this guy. We hit it off, very strong, very good, nothing but butterflies. Them butterflies did turn into roaches, but it was nothing but butterflies in the beginning. First red flag, y'all. The man was 26 years old. Why is a 26-year-old trying to talk to an 18-year-old? But I'm not thinking none of it. I'm just like, okay, whatever. I got these butterflies going on, so I'm just madly in love or whatever. We kick it off, we hit it hard. I'm talking about we hit it hard, baby. That first night we linked, that was it. Like, we was going out with each other every single day out of it. It's like we was attached like this. I'm talking about we was like this, you know. Another red flag, y'all. While me and him was talking or whatever, he was going through it with his other baby mama because he had 3 other kids. What was I doing? What was I doing at 18 years old talking to a man with 3 kids already, okay? They was all going through it. She was jealous that he was with somebody else, so the girl became crazy. Like, she became a cuckoo where we had to call the police on her and all type of stuff. That was another red flag. So we moved in together with a few months of knowing each other. I know it was no more than a year we moved in with each other because we were so in love, you know. So everything was going good, and soon as we moved in with each other, like a few months went by, and I kid you not, I'm pregnant with my son. It's like, what? This wasn't a part of the plan. Like, we could have moved in, we could have lived together, we could have did all that. But baby, I wasn't trying to have no kids. I wasn't trying to have no kids, you know. So I'm 18 years old, just found out I'm pregnant with a man who already got 3 kids. But it wasn't bad in the beginning. Like, he was so good to me, y'all. Like, this man treated me like, I don't even know how to explain it. Like, he'd pay all the bills. He would always cook me breakfast, lunch, dinner. He was great in the beginning. Like, surprise dates. He even took me on a horse carriage ride. Like, he was great in the beginning. Like, he was so great in the beginning. But after a while, I guess he ran out of greatness or whatever, but he started turning. Like, he took that mask off, and his true colors, they just started to and I was like, So when I found out I was pregnant, everything was going out good, and they say you really never know somebody until you, like, y'all have a kid together. So when I found out I'm pregnant, the good still kind of going, but that bad started creeping in. So he still treat me good doing all these things, but then he started to not come home at night. He started to, and then when he would come home, it'll be like late at night, and he'll be drunk, and it just became like very toxic, like a lot of arguing and just going back and forth, and it just like, dang, I'm pregnant. I'm 18 years old, I'm pregnant, and I'm just like, dang, this what it's supposed to be like this don't feel good, you know. Like my life went from a 18 years old chasing my dream to boom, instantly. It was like an instant, oh whatever. Okay, so he tripping while I'm pregnant, and I'm just like, you know what, I can't do this no more, you know. Like, let me just go back to my mom's house and we can just, I wasn't gonna have an abortion, but I was like, okay, since he wanted to trip and start doing all this, let me just go back to my mom's house and figure my life out. Mind you, I didn't want to go back to my mom because I left to go chase my dream and not to go and get pregnant. Like, that was a major setback. But I was like, I have the type of parents, like, if you ever fall on your face, they got you no matter what. So I was like, sorry, I'm all over the place. I'm nervous getting this out. But I decided to break my lease. I paid to break my lease. And I moved back in with my mom because I was like, yeah, this is too much. Like, I can't do all this toxic stuff. And I felt bad because I was like, dang, I don't want my son to not grow up with his parents together. You know, that's what I'm thinking. I'm 18 years old this time. And when my son was about to come, we got back cool or whatever. And he was like, no, don't leave me. And I want to be with you. And I'm sorry. So he did his big old apology or whatever. And I took him back because I'm like, man, I don't want to be by myself raising a kid, you know? Like, I don't know nothing. So I was like, okay. So we get back together. Everything going good. Everything going great again. He put that mask on again, y'all. Everything was just good. Like, everything was just really, really good again. Like, I guess I don't know. Y'all, my family thought I had the perfect relationship. Like, we would come over for Christmas. We was all dressed up. We would do taboo. Like, we would know each other. Like, he wouldn't even have to say what the word was. Like, we was in sync with each other. Like, we were like this. Like, we knew each other. That's how the relationship was good. It was bad, but it was good because it was like we was like this. And while I'm having my son, the relationship good. And we moved together. We got us another apartment together. Everything's still going good. I had just got me a new job at a Cheesecake Factory. And everything's still going good. My 21st birthday, he surprised me with a party bus and a trip to Vegas. And I'm like, oh yeah, this is lit, you know. And y'all, when we came back from Vegas, that's when my life just went. So after my 21st birthday, this when everything went downhill. Like, everything went downhill. Found out I was pregnant with my daughter. He was like, yeah, you're not having a baby. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna have a baby. That was the first mistake because well, not mistake, but that was the first like thing that kind of broke it up because he was like, yeah, you being selfish for keeping a baby that I don't want. I don't even know if that's my baby or not. I'm like, what? We've been together these past few years. Like, it's literally your baby. So then that's when he started changing. Like, he went into a whole other person. I was working at the Cheesecake Factory. And it was these 3 girls I worked with, right? And yeah, this is where it get bad. So when I found out I was pregnant, he stopped coming home. Whole time he was out doing what guys do when they don't come home. He was, yeah. So it was these 3 girls I worked with. When I tell you, they always try to be my friend. Like, they were like, one of them asked why I didn't invite him to my son's birthday party. One of them was at my 21st birthday party, and the other one, she was just, you know when girls just trying to be your friend? They trying to be your friend, but why y'all trying to be my friend so hard, you know? But I didn't understand that. But I'm pregnant with my daughter, and I'm working one day, and mind you, I had already had these thoughts like, why they trying to be so friendly with me? Like, some kind of felt off, but I didn't know what it was. I didn't know like how to put my hand on it. I didn't know what it was, you know? I was just like, what is this? But one day I'm working at work, and I'm working at work, and this girl walks up to me, and she's like, hey, I got something. One of the girls walk up to me, and she's like, hey, I got something to tell you. And I'm like, what? It's May. I'm 5 months pregnant. And mind you, just last week, she had just asked me why I didn't invite her to my son's birthday party. But it's hot. I'm pregnant. I'm working on a Sunday. If you ever been to the Cheesecake Factory on a Sunday, you know it'll be busy. She was like, I got something to tell you. And I'm like, what you got to tell me? And she was like, I don't want to tell you now because you crazy. And I'm like, well, you know, like, what you mean? And she was like, I'ma just wait till your break or something. I'm like, what you mean, you know? And we go outside, and she was like, yeah, y'all, I'm pregnant, like big pregnant in May. And she tell me that let's go outside and talk. We go outside and we talk, and she's all like, yeah, I didn't really want to tell you this, but so and so, which is my kid's father, she was like, yeah, so and so been messing with me, and I ain't want to tell you because I ain't want to break your heart, but I just had to let you know because it's getting serious and blah blah blah. And I'm like, I'm like, huh? I'm like, what? Y'all, I kid you not, I pass out. I pass out because I'm just like, what? I'm literally in my head like, what is this girl saying to me? And so she started telling me, oh yeah, and then he been messing with the other two girls and blah blah blah. And she was just like going in, like telling me all this stuff. So I'm like, wow, okay. Like, it was so much information at once. And so after she told me that, I didn't even clock out for my shift, and I was just like, okay, I need to go home. Like no. So I finally get myself together. I'm walking in the back of the Cheesecake Factory behind the kitchen, and I see one of the girls. When I tell y'all, I whooped that girl from the back of the Cheesecake Factory to one side to the other side. 5 months 5 months pregnant, y'all. They had to get me off this girl because I just was so like I knew something, but I didn't know what. Like, I was so just like, And then the other girl started walking up to us, but when she seen me whooping that girl, she hurried up and ran that way. And I made sure I turned around and told her, just because I'm 5 months pregnant, don't think I won't whoop yo too. You know, this before I was saved, y'all. I don't act like this now. So after they pulled me out the car, I grabbed my stuff. I'm driving home. I'm trying to get there fast. People texting him like, your girlfriend just whooped so-and-so, blah, blah, blah. And they going in. Like, they let him know what just happened. And he knew then that he had to leave that house. I get to that house. Y'all, that man was gone for 2 days. He texted me and said, I'm going to come back when you cool off. Because I don't play that. I don't play that. But that was before I was saved, y'all. That was before I was I wasn't saved then. I'm saved now, okay? That man left the house for 2 days because he was scared when he came back. When he came back, he told me the truth. He told me that he messed with one of the girls, but not all three. And he was like, she only told you that because I didn't want to get serious with her. Y'all, these girls be trying to steal your whole life, so be careful about that. So I was just like, dang, I was a fool. Why did I even come back this time? You know, I felt so just like, dang. Like, I had already had these signs in the beginning, but I left, but then I went back like a fool, you know. I felt so bad. Okay, so all that happened in May. 5 months pregnant still. And so we decided that since the lease was still going, and I didn't want to go back to my mom's house again and feel like a failure again. It was like, we're just going to live together until the lease is up. If somebody ever tell you they living with that baby mama, baby daddy until they lease up, don't believe that. Please don't believe that. Please, 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 I'm begging you, don't believe that. So we said we was gonna live together until the lease up. And May, June, July, August, all that go by. And we literally living like roommates. Cause it's just like, whatever. So then August come, we try to get back cool because the baby come. We try to fall back in love or whatever with each other. Whatever we was trying to do, I don't know what we was trying to do. We have my baby, and the whole experience at the hospital was terrible. How we gonna try to get back cool, and y'all, he wasn't even at the hospital. Like, I was like, he came, of course he was there when I had the baby, but like, he'll be gone at nights at a time while I'm at the hospital with the baby. Like, that was so devastating to me. Like, what? This is my life? This is the person I decided to have a kid with? You're disappearing on me while I just had a baby? Y'all, remember when I told y'all he didn't want me to have her or whatever? and he wanted me to have an abortion. When it was time for him to sign the birth certificate, he literally looked at me and said, is this my baby? I said, oh, please, don't sign this birth certificate. Because you is not about to be doing my baby like this, and she just got here. So he was like, yeah, I ain't going to sign the birth certificate. And I said, well, that's fine with me. Mind y'all, I just had a C-section. And I'm just like, I'm emotionally drained, physically drained, like everything, I'm just drained. And I just started to realize, like, yeah, I'm not about to do this to myself. I was like, yeah, I'm not about to do this to myself. I started really getting that feeling of, yeah, I gotta let this go, because ain't no way I signed up for this. Like, no, like, and it's like I've seen the red flags, but sometimes when you want to try to make stuff work with people, you kind of look over it and stuff. Baby, no. That's probably why I date like how I date now, because if I see one red flag now, baby, you gotta go. Cut. Anyways, back to the story. So, take the baby home this September, October. I don't know what, it was rocky. It was rocky. November come, and one day, the battery died. Okay, so, I don't know what we was doing. We were just living together, going through the motions at that point. Because I was already like, dang, bro, I was already going through postpartum depression. I was trying to breastfeed, and it was hurting. And I got this man here who I don't want to be around. I don't want to be with. I feel like a fool because I done had 2 kids by him, and I just, like, depression. Oh, depression was on my back. It was on me all over. I was so depressed. And November 6th comes. November 6th, 2018 comes. And I was getting up. I was about to go take my esthetician test. And we just started arguing. I was so tired, bro. Like, I had just let him have it. Like, I finally let him have it. Like, I just let it all out. That's why you don't hold stuff in. Because when you burst, you burst. And that day, I let him have it. Baby, I let him have it. I called him broke. I called him ugly. I started talking about his mama. I started talking about his sister, his daddy. I started talking about him, his kids, baby. I was talking about everybody. I was talking about you ain't no man, you a kid, baby. I was going in because I was tired, y'all. I was tired. I was tired. And that, right after we started arguing or whatever, and mind you, my kids are there. I'm acting like this in front of my kids. My son is 2. My daughter is 2 months, you know? And I'm just tired. And the whole time I'm in my head like, bro, like, I do not want this to be our life. Like, I do not want my kids to be growing up in all this trauma and toxic, and I don't want them to grow up like that. So then he gets up. As I say what I say, he get up, and y'all, when I tell y'all this man hit me like I was a man off the street. What they be saying, folded me up. This man folded me up. I'm talking about he hit me a few times like I was a Negro off the street. And I was like, in front of the baby. The son was in the front, but he hit me in front of the baby. The baby's in bed. And I was like, I was so like in disbelief, like, what? Like, I was just like, oh. So he goes in the restroom and locked the door. Mind you, at this time, I'm like hot, angry, because it's like, you just hit me like I was a dude off the street. You don't think I'm going to get my lick back? Why did I do that? He locked the door. I kicked down the door because it's like, ain't no punk. You about to see me. So, y'all, that was a very bad idea. But mind you, I'm hot. I'm hot-headed. He just hit me, like, basically beat me. And I'm like, yeah, no. So I kicked down the door, the restroom door. Mind you, my kids are still there. I kicked down the door, the restroom door. And I just started fighting him like he was a girl off the street. Because what? He gets up and he basically choked me till I blacked out. Like, he choked me and almost broke my neck to the point I did black out. And it just was like, at that point I said, yeah. After he let me go, I tried to grab my kids, get out the door. He didn't let me. He let me grab my daughter, but he didn't let me grab my son. So he locked us out. So I was like, you know. And I'm like, just please give me my kid. I'll leave, you know. I ain't gotta worry about it. Because, like, this is just too much. It's just too much. It's toxic. Like, no. He didn't give me my son. I waited about an hour. And I said, I had to really think, was I about to call my mama and my stepdaddy? Because once I put them in it, that's it. And I was really thinking, I was like, yeah, bro, this is too much. Like, I don't want no family that bad, you know? So, I called my mama, I called my stepdad, and when I tell y'all, they got there in no more than 10 minutes from where they was from, and we are far distance from each other. They got there quick. And he still wouldn't give my son back. He would not give my son back. Like, he would not give my son back. So I was like, dang. So then I was like, I'm just calling the police. I called the police to try to get my son, because I'm just like, I tell him what happened. And I'm like, I just want to get my son back, you know? Like, get my son, I'm gone. Like, I don't want no family. Like, this ain't it. This ain't it. And he still give him back. Called the police. The police said they couldn't kick down the door because it's like this law when somebody live with you and they not on a lease, you can't kick them out. I forgot the name of it, but don't let no man live with y'all unless you married, because it's a law where you can't kick them out. I forgot the name of it, but it's real because it happened to me. Don't let him live with you, y'all. Okay, so the police come. They act like they can't kick down the door to get my kids so I can leave. I explained to them he just beat me and all that. They was like, no. The police leave. My mama and my stepdad, the big dogs came in. My stepdad broke that door with 2 little pats with his arm, okay? They went in there, so basically we having a standoff. We outside for like 5 hours waiting to try to get my son so I can leave. I tell them how he hit me and they just pissed, like they so pissed. The police act like they can do it. My stepdad knocked that door down with two pats on his shoulder. He knocked that door down. He go look for my baby daddy. That man is hiding in the closet. And then when they found him, he puts my son over him to protect himself because he know they not gonna hit my son. And they were just like, since you want to be a man and hit somebody, hit me, you know. And it's just like, bro, like, and that day happened, and it just, I knew that was it. Like, I left. Oh, I'm getting emotional. Hold up now. Hold up. Ooh, I never like really got this whole story out and told nobody. But okay, when that day happened, I knew for a fact I would never, ever in my life go back to that. Like, ever. Like, we got all our stuff, just like our little stuff, our personal information, and I left that apartment. I ain't grabbed nothing, man. I left everything. I said, no, this is not me. I will not be raising my kids like this. This is not it. Like, I made that decision November 6th that was it. November 6th, 2018, that was it. I would never go back. Never. And I had already had the signs in the beginning, from the not coming home, from the cheating. It was just like, I wanted a family so bad though, you know. I didn't want to be a single mama. I did not. But sometimes it's best to raise the kids by yourself than trying to be with somebody and have a toxic household. So I'd rather 1 happy parent than 2 toxic parents, because kids grow up and see that and it's like, no. And I'm so glad that happened to me when they was kids, because like they don't remember too much. Like, at this age they at now, like, they see stuff, they remember stuff, they mimic stuff, they repeat stuff. And I'm just so thankful that that happened then. But yeah, that's what happened, and that's crazy. That's crazy. But I had already had the red flags in the beginning, but I ignored it because I had the butterflies. You know, I was so in love or whatever. But once he put his hands on me like that, that was it. That was it. Oh no, that was it. And yeah, he did get whooped by my people. But cause you don't put your hands on me and think they ain't finna put their hands on you. You crazy? But yeah, that happened. That happened. I had already had the red flags though, from his mama, the baby mama, all of that. Like, he was a mama's boy, and I feel like his mama wanted him to be her man, basically. That's a red flag. If you with somebody and they mama want to be with them, want to be the girlfriend, baby, leave that. Don't leave that. Leave that. Leave it. I tried so hard to have my family. I really wanted a family, you know? But yeah. And then we break up. November 6th, when they had baby, that was it. So we broke up. And almost a year go by and we really don't hear from him. And he's all like, he reaches out to me and was like, yeah, I had to get away from the kids in you because you really hurt me, so I couldn't be around the kids. And I'm like, what? Well, if you're gonna use that, baby, you don't need to be no parent, you know? So like early on when my daughter was not even 1 year, I was like, yeah, I'm a single parent, like 100%. Like, there's no support coming from over there. And that's when I made up my mind, like, yeah, I'm gonna make this work the best way I can, okay? I'm gonna make sure they have the best life they can, the best life I can provide without all that. And I think I've been doing pretty good since. I did not go back. I could not go back. I could not. It's always, remember, it's always better to have one happy parent than two toxic parents, because then you're going to be creating these unhappy kids, and I'm not creating no unhappy kids. So yes, that's it, y'all. That's it. That's how it happened. That's how it happened. And we ain't been together in years, and still to this day he'll try to shoot his shot, and it's like, ew. Baby. But yeah, y'all, this is what happened. If you see red flags when you date somebody, don't ignore the red flags. Don't ignore the red flags. And when I first left him, I forgot to mention this. Sorry, y'all. Remember, it's gonna be all over the place because this is my first time getting this out. Like, to like people, you know. When I first left him, the reason I stayed with him while I was with him, because even though I didn't want to be with him, I didn't think I was going to be able to be a parent by myself, you know, like financially it's hard, you know, and I didn't think I was going to be able to do that. Even when I left that time where he hit me, I still had my thoughts like, dang, bro, this is going to be hard. And that's why I was stay for so long, because I was so scared to provide for my kids financially by myself. Like, that's a scary thing. Like, that's a very scary thing, but you can do it. You can do it. I wish I would have knew early on then that I could do it by myself. I don't like to do it by myself. I don't like what it puts on me mentally sometimes, but I can literally do it by myself. And I wish I would have knew that then, because I didn't think I was going to be able to do it. But I'm doing it gracefully. You know, every day I'm doing it, you know? Like, I'm doing it. I'm doing the damn thing, okay? So, I don't know if y'all understood the timeline, but I let it out for the first time in years to other people besides my mom and my stepdad. And I just want to let you know, if you're a single parent, you can make it on your own. You know, like, it might be hard in the beginning. Well, it be hard every day sometimes, but you can make it on your own. And if you with somebody because y'all got kids together and you don't think you're gonna be able to make it by yourself, you gonna make it by yourself. Because you know why? You gonna start grinding even harder. And sometimes God don't start blessing you till you leave that person alone. And I tell y'all, when I left him in 2018, 2019 was so golden for us. I still had my doubts in my head, but like financially we was good, like good. And I was just like, dang, I could have been did this by myself. But I just want to let you know that you can do it. You can do it, okay? It might be a little hard, it might be a little rocky, but you can do it. And yeah. Hope y'all enjoyed this video, and don't forget to subscribe, and thank you so much for watching. See y'all next time. Bye bye.